Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this updated Bandos solo, guys. I have made a one previously on my channel, but this is going to be an updated version due to some updates that Jagex has released. So yeah, if you do enjoy, as usual, be sure to comment, rate and subscribe. So guys, in terms of gear setups, I will be going through the low level, medium level and high level gear setups. Now if you do have certain things that are in certain setups, such as overloads that may not be in the low level setup, be sure to add them and just mix and match this according to what you do have. So as you can see on screen right now, the low level setup does include usage of Guthans because of the healing effect, and also the Bandos God Sword in the inventory, because Bandos God Sword is level 75, thus it will do more damage than the Guthans War Spear. But the Guthans War Spear should be used whenever you do need some healing, as the random healing effect does come into play. Also, if you do have higher level weaponry like chaotics, be sure to throw that in here. It's all dependent upon your levels, and as I said before, mix and match accordingly. The mid-level setup makes use of Bandos armor as well as chaotic spear. You can use the chaotic mold. They do have the same weapon damages, and they're actually identical weapons. That one just uses stab and the chaotic mold uses a crush, obviously. And in this you do have the full Slayer helmet or the Master Slayer helmet. That's because it is one of the best hybrid helmets in the game. You can use the Bandos helmet, but I find using the Mighty Slayer helmet is a bit better because of the mage minion having a small effect on your life points. The mage defense from this helmet isn't a lot better, so you can use the Bandos helmet, but it's all up to personal preference. So guys, right here is the highest level setup with max DPS resulting in max kills per hour and also max GP per hour. This is a 1 hour trip. You won't use anywhere near all the supplies, but I just take them just to be sure. Rocktail soups, prayer potions, a couple of Saradome brews there in case your health does get low, but that really doesn't happen a lot. In all three setups I have made use of alchemy runes. If you do have an explorer's ring, be sure to bring that down as well, because a lot of the time Bandos does drop rune items like rune plate bodies and rune pickaxes, which you can and keep in your coin pouch instead of having to use a yak scroll or an inventory space saving them, which just saves a lot of time and makes it more convenient. So guys, once you're actually inside the God Wars dungeon, there's two different places that you can go in order to get the Bandos kill count. Now the traditional place is to stand outside here. As you can see, there's quite a lot of goblins which are being attacked by the werewolves and the Zamorak creatures, so you can easily kill these. One of the worst things you can do is attack the orcs, because then they all pile you. But if you don't want to sit outside here and kill these goblins, you can alternatively run northwest through the main door that goes towards the Bandos room, which is the big door. You don't need a hammer anymore because of an update to the tool belt. If you run in here, the main creatures you want to focus on in here are the spiritual rangers, because you are using melee and they are weak to melee. Alternatively, you can kill the cyclops and the ogres that are around here, but the best thing to kill would be the spiritual rangers because you are using melee. One of the best things you can do while getting kill count to make your life a lot easier is turning on revolution. As they've updated it, it's now not like too much slower than using full manual, and it just means you don't have to button mash. So all you have to do is just walk around and try and find a spiritual ranger I found on there. Click on it and then just wait for it to die. You can use this for killing the cyclops and ogres as stated before also. So what I'm going to be doing is showing kills with the three different setups that I've shown, the medium, high and low level. First off, we're going to go with the high level setup. This is probably one of the fastest kills for me, obviously. With the high level gear, you can actually use Soul Split, even though he has been buffed to hit a bit harder. I mean, with Malevolent on, it doesn't really matter too much. There we go. Now go in and just use your basic abilities until you get up to threshold level. I wouldn't recommend using ultimates because they aren't really worth it in terms of damage. So yeah, just use this assault and throw that in, hit constant 4Ks. That's really nice. And you can see with the high level gear, Bandos just really does nothing to you and just dies within like 30 seconds. I mean, it might get you down to like 5k life points, but that's not really a biggie when you have 9,900. See that 1 minute 6 seconds for that kill? That was literally nothing. So what I'm going to do now is wait for my overload to run out to make it more realistic, and then I'm going to go with a Guthan skill to show you how a kill with a low level gear would look like. Keep in mind, I do still have max combat, but that's just the closest I can get to showing you what a low level kid will look like. So guys, he should be respawning anytime soon. So what I'm going to do now is eat up, put on my Guthans. My overload's just run out. So let's see how this goes with full Guthans. I might as well just get up to full life points. Alright, here he is. So I do have a bit more adrenaline than usual, But with Guthans, let's see how it goes. I'm not using the God Sword, even though I did show it in the gear setup, mainly because I want to try just Guthans. Now you can see, because of the lack of overload and the gear being level 70, you do miss quite a bit more, and you do get hit quite a bit more also. I don't want to use Berserk, because then he's just going to absolutely murk me. So it does take quite a bit longer, obviously. That's just what you're going to notice. And those random heals is what helped the most. My stats have gone down. Need to use my super restore. But if you are using bruises, there's no point bringing stat boosting potions like supers. But if you do have supers and you're not using bruises, you're just using standard food, then you might as well bring them along just to make the kill a bit faster and take less damage overall. I'm just slowly killing him. I mean, I've eaten 3 food and 3 sips or 2 sips of a brew. You can last quite a bit here, but keep in mind I do have max combat, so if you are level 70-ish combat, then you're not going to be lasting this long. Just slowly get him down. Soul splitting. I'm soul splitting with 99 defense. If you do have lower defense, I'd recommend just praying melee. And there we go. See, you can easily get kills with Guthan's gear, level 70 gear. So what I'm going to do now is quickly get one final kill with the mid-level gear, which is Bandos and Chaotic Spear. And Overload. Let's overload up, man. Overloads make so much of a difference, you can tell just from that kill. I mean, not having stats boosted. Bloody hell, that took a while. But let's get out the Chaotic Spear. You can use the Chaotic Maul. It has the same stats as the Chaotic Spear, but I just like the Chaotic Spear, so I chose to bring it along. Let's get that going. Get some of this going. And I wasn't even turmoiling. Yep, you should definitely turmoil or whatever stat boosting prayers you have, because otherwise there's really no point. You might as well try and go for the max kills speed, just to make the most money possible. I mean, the only time you don't want to go max kill speed is when it would cost you life points, and there isn't really any occasions here where that would do so, and I'm about to die if I don't eat up. Using those brews in my inventory. That's why bringing brews is really useful, because you can click on food and then click on brews straight away afterwards to get that instant 3000 heal, depending on what food you're using. But as you can see, Bandos is really not too hard, even with the fast spawn. I mean, I managed to kill him really easily with mid and low level gear. The low level gear was a tad slow, but you know, that's to be expected with that kind of gear. And finally, we have the part that most people have been waiting for, and the reason most people do Bandos. These are the drops that you can currently get from Bandos, the unique drops. You can also get Bandos Shield, but I haven't included that because it doesn't cost a lot of money. The Bandos Shield is currently one of the lowest drops you can get, along with the Bandos Shield, which is under 100k. But on screen right now, you can see the current prices. Now be aware these are due to fluctuate as this video is uploaded in October of 2014. If you're watching this at a later date, then obviously these prices will differ, but these are the current prices for all of the drops from Bandos. As you can see, you can make some tidy profit here. The average rate of, if you stay at Bandos long enough, is around 2.4 mil an hour. That is including the drops that you get over time and all that kind of stuff. But also, even if you don't get any of these drops, the bones do add up. The orc bones are around 7k each, so if you pick those up or manage to bank them in your deck or just store them in your war tortoise, you will be making quite a tidy amount of money while killing Bandos. So guys, that's going to be it for my updated solo Bandos guide. If you did enjoy or found it informative, be sure to comment, rate and subscribe as usual. Also comment down below any guides or videos you want me to make, any series. Obviously comment that down below and I'll be sure to take them into account. Peace.